Welcome back to Reviews on the Run. In this corner, it is Scott C. Jones.
That's right. In this corner, it's Victor the Killer Lucas.
You got a cold? You got something?
That's my ring-it-out-your voice.
It's time for Fight Night Champion. You see this city all around us, Jones? This is the city
Lucas.
that brought us Fight Night Champion.
I know, and you Canadians are supposed to be such nice people. This is the sequel to Fight Night Round 4. I've always been a huge fan of EA's boxing games, going all the way back to Knockout Kings,
N64.
They've evolved, and remember Fight Night Round 3? Now, this was one of the first games that really showed us what a next-generation video game could look like.
100%.
Remember the slow-motion knockout?
Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time?
It articulated spit and blood flying through the air. That's next gen.
I think it kind of ruined it for a lot of other game developers, and I could just imagine them watching
Back
that
to the
stuff
drawing
and
board moment.
oh my God, they made characters that look like that.
How
I know.
are we going to top that?
Truthfully, they really haven't topped that. I mean, we had Fight Night Round 4, and that was phenomenal.
It
and
was
here's Champion.
not phenomenal.
No, that was a good game.
It was fine, but it was not the step forward
no, exactly.
that we wanted
That's
it to
my
be.
point. And I think Fight Night Champion, as fun as it is, and we're about to get into it, still is under the shadow of Fight Night Round 3 because that was such a paradigm shift. That was like, holy crap, we are now playing with almost photorealistic fidelity. And there are moments in Fight Night Champion where it looks like you're watching video footage.
This is called boxing.
You've seen these kind of things before where they do the tie-in with the SPN.
Yeah.
And the way that they cut the video game pre-rendered action into the live action is almost seamless. I really got carried away
I've ever seen
by
that.
the fiction
Me
of
too.
it.
Me too.
And what we're talking about here, we're referring, of course, to the Champion mode, which is the first time ever in any boxing game. We've seen these sorts of things in basketball games, NBA 2K. We've seen it in MLB The Show. But in a boxing game, this is the first time we're getting a dedicated single-player story mode. We got a couple of really memorable characters right out of the game. We got Andre Bishop, who's the star of the game. He's an up-and-coming fighter. You start off as an amateur fighter.
And he's got a brother who's also a fighter, Big Baby Bishop.
Baby Bishop, who's got a big mouth, and you just know right from the start. I mean, this thing is rife with cliche. You know right from the start where it's going.
It's Rocky IV.
That's not Rocky IV.
The story.
It's every Rocky movie.
God, you got more heart than any other fighter I've ever known.
We were talking about this before the camera started rolling and how incredibly emotionally invested we both were.
Totally.
Playing through the Champion mode, I would forget to breathe during rounds. I'd finally get to the end of the round and I would take a deep breath and I would have to pause and I'd have to move around a little.
Me too.
Because I was just so shaken emotionally.
And you know what? We've been raving about one mode in this game. That's just a mode. And the other mode is Legacy mode, which is
we've seen
more
before.
familiar kind of Fight Night experience.
Right, it's a little more refined than it was in round 4. You get more of a sort of dedicated XP system for upgrading your boxer and growing your boxer over the course of his career. There are a couple little quibbles that I had. I don't feel like the knockouts are as dramatic as I ever wanted them to be. The way that they were in round 3. And they've also really diminished the sort of damage modeling of the faces. There's more damage modeling here, but I remember in 3 that if you started jabbing a guy's left eye, he wouldn't be able to see out of it. Still, these are quibbles. These are minor complaints.
Games are meant to heighten realism. They're not meant to be the exact replication of realism. What are you going to give Fight Night Champion?
9.5 from me.
Gets a 9 from me. Awesome work, EA.